morning. Welcome to Undisputed. I'm Jenny Taft with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Guys, how we doing?
Good. Won't be long now.
I would like to congratulate LeBron James on winning his 4th championship because tonight my Clippers will go down in humiliating flames to the Nuggets, and LeBron will have a cakewalk to his 4th title against Nuggets and winner of
It's a cakewalk in the West now.
Boston.
All for 17 years.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a cakewalk in the East.
Yeah.
Now he goes to the West. He's about to win. Now you got another excuse to try to demean the man. But I ain't going to let you do it. I ain't going to let you do it.
I'm just putting it in perspective.
Ain't no perspective.
It's okay.
Ain't no perspective.
Parade tomorrow in downtown Los Angeles.
Led by whom? Interesting. Okay, we'll get to LeBron. We will get to Kawhi. But, guys, the NFL is back, and Week 1 officially in the books today, thanks to so many stars like Tom Brady. But, you know, it didn't start the way he wanted it to. Brady's 2 interceptions in his Bucs debut caught a lot of people off guard, including his own coach. When talking about the future Hall of Famer's performance, Bruce Arians said, quote, "He looked like Tom Brady in practice all the time, so it's kind of unusual to see that in a ball game because they didn't do things that we didn't get ready for." In addition to the picks, Brady often found himself and his new receivers on different pages during Sunday's 34-23 loss to the Saints. Shannon, inbounds or out of bounds for Arians to criticize Brady?
Yeah, he's in bounds. Yeah. Did he play well? No.
My turn?
No, it's not. No, it's not. He did not play well, Skip. See, the thing is with you, it's okay to criticize everybody else. But Tom Brady knew what he was signing up for. He know BA is unfiltered. And the question was, and I had early on, I said, okay, you saw how critical he was to Jameis. What happens when he publicly criticized Tom Brady? Oh, he never do that to Tom Brady. I said, okay, y'all don't know BA then.
I didn't say that, but go ahead.
Okay, I said, okay. Oh, you didn't, he don't, that's Tom Brady. That's the GOAT. He's beyond reproach, is what you think. BA said, oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. BA put him on blast because people believe Tom Brady doesn't make a mistake. That anytime the ball is intercepted, it's the receiver's fault. Anytime a mistake is made on the offensive side of the football, it's the receiver's fault. BA say, no, it wasn't. Mike Evans read it right. Tom read it wrong. He should not have gone over there. You can't be late and inside with the throw on Jack Rabbit. Anytime in a situation you move teams, change head coaches, Skip, you need to get an understanding. What's to be expected from you, what you expect from them. I remember when I went to Baltimore after 10 years in Denver, the thing that I can honestly say is Brian Billick pulled me aside and he asked me, he said, well, Shannon, how do you like to be coached? I said, Brian, I don't have a problem with you coaching me in front of the team. I don't have a problem with you coaching me hard. You just can't curse me. He said, okay, fine, no problem. He coached me. He coached me hard. I got no problem with that. But, Skip, we laid the groundworks before we got to a situation. If Tom was going to have a problem with the way BA was coaching, and Tom has been around enough, he's been in the circles with enough quarterbacks that's been under his tutelage to know how he is. So if that was going to be a problem, that should have been something that he voiced with BA, Bruce Arians, the head coach of I keep calling BA. That's something that he should have voiced prior to his arrival, Skip. So therefore, there's no confusion. There's no, hold on, bro, I thought we was going to do it like this, and you handle it like that. So for me, Skip, Bruce Arians, BA, is handling it the way he's always handled it.
Yep.
Ever since he's been a head coach, quarterbacks love playing in his system, but he's brutally honest. And nobody had a problem, nobody questioned when he was calling out Jameis left and right last year for throwing those picks and those pick sixes. Nobody. Now, all of a sudden, Tom Brady is beyond reproach. Tom Brady made mistakes. Bruce Arians pointed it out. No problem whatsoever, unless they had a conversation before and BA said he wouldn't do this publicly. Other than that, I got no problem with this.
I have a huge problem with this. This is so outrageously out of bounds. This is so insulting to the GOAT, Tom Brady, and so offensive to me as a supporter of Tom Brady, because there's a huge difference between being right honest and wrong honest. If Tom Brady had been pathetic, if he had stunk it up from start to finish on Sunday, then you could say, well, it's just B.A. being B.A. He's unfiltered. Baloney. And by the way, who is this man to question that man? Okay, after one game. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Hall of Famer.
Sure.
Who did you pick to win the NFC? Help me out. Help me out.
Whoa,
no, seriously, who did you pick?
I picked the Saints.
This is outrageous. You picked the Saints.
Yes.
And I told you as soon as the schedules came out, this is outrageous. They threw Tom Brady to the Lions in game one at New Orleans.
He's the GOAT.
Will Tom Brady face a better secondary than the one he faced on Sunday? Help me out. Look down the schedule. If you can show me one, I'll take it. Hall of Fame. Well, show me one. Show me one on this schedule that's a better secondary. Show me an overall better defense on this schedule, because you won't be able to find one.
What about
it was at New Orleans, and there were no preseason games. That's why this offends me from Bruce Arians. You got to have some perspective. He had the audacity to say yesterday, he looked like Tom Brady in practice all the time. So it's kind of unusual to see that in a ball game, because they didn't do anything that we didn't expect. What are you talking about? So you're putting all the blame on him, like, don't look at me. I told him what was going to happen defensively, and he couldn't figure it out. He made one mistake the whole day. He made one, and Bruce Arians, to his credit, ate crow yesterday about the one that I called him out on yesterday. I said the throw to Mike Evans was not Tom Brady's fault. It's quarters. You could just see it. It's not cover two, it's quarters. Yeah. And he backed off yesterday and said, no doubt that was actually Mike Evans. He called out the GOAT after the game and wrongly accused him of blowing the second throw. What are you talking? If you can find another terrible throw in the game other than the one I told you, it's jackrabbit, it's a bad idea, and Bruce Arians continued to harp on it yesterday, just let it go. Give the man some tiny break, because, by the way, he played really well except for the one mistake. This from Pro Football Focus yesterday afternoon. Tom Brady did not play as poorly as some have made it out to be. Some across the table said he was pathetic in the game.
That's not what I said.
Well, you did. That's what you told me.
I said he wasn't good.
Okay. Brady finished the day with a whopping 6 big-time throws, which led the whole league. It tied for first with Aaron Rodgers. Well, Aaron Rodgers had a sensational game at Minnesota.
He did.
So, wait, 6 big-time throws. These are throws in which you say, you grade them on the highest scale. They're 20-plus yard throws, and he had 6 in one game. And by the way, this goes on to say, a lot of people said after the 2019 season that Brady just can't hit those special throws anymore at his age. But he proved them all wrong in week 1, and showed it was largely due last year to the poor supporting cast in New England. How many times have I said this on the show? In 2019, Brady never had more than 3 big-time throws in a game, and he didn't record more than 1 after the first 3 weeks of the year. So he goes the last 13 games and doesn't have more than 1 big-time